Preparing for a career change. A lot of people at one time when they start a career, they finish their working life in the same career. They start and end with the same thing. But today, there are opportunities for people to try different careers, have multiple careers, change their career at any time during the professional life. Some people start whole new careers after their retirement. So there's so much opportunities right now. But how do we switch our career? How do we make a change? One question is that why do we want to change the career? There might be many reasons. It depends on the individual. Sometimes you might not like the career you are in. Sometimes you might find that this career doesn't have a lot of opportunity. You might feel you're stuck here. And there might be something else that you really want to do in your life. And you want to explore that. You want to do that all your life. We all have interest. We want to pursue that. I make videos. I've tried twice to see if my interest into creativity and content could help me start a career. Both times I failed. Because I figured out that the moment I try to do something as a money making, I look at monetization, I lose the interest of doing it. Today I do have a side career as creating these videos, writing blogs and all those things. I don't make a lot of money on that, but at least I'm able to do something that has some impact to both my professional and personal life. But I have done career switches. So I started my career doing sales. I used to sell computers. And then from sales, I went on to run my own business. It did not work out. And then finally, there was a point in time where I could not continue. I did not want to do sales. When I started my career, I was good at it. And then over the years, I figured out that I'm not really good at this, good at the activity. And then I said I wanted to switch. By the time I had actually got involved into a bit of program management, project management, customer engagement kind of activity, rather than just selling. I made that switch in 2010, end of 2010. And that was not that easy because it was getting that first opportunity was the difficult one. But then once the first opportunity came, then you could use that as a springboard and move forward. So I think if we want to make a career change, so there are two aspects. One is making a career change, other is starting a new career along with the current one. In both cases, we need to find why. Why do we want to do that? And that is where you will get that motivation to start doing it. Then look at the skills that we have. If you want to change the career, look at the transferable skills that you have and the new skills that you need to build and try to work that. Try to shadow someone in this new career so that you can move towards that. And many companies provide this. They would, if you work in the company, you have career aspirations, you could move within the company doing different things. There are people who started with sales, moved into technology, then moved into marketing. I've seen a lot of people who started with an engineering career and then moved into marketing and other spaces. So definitely there is an opportunity to shift the careers. Sometimes the careers are completely different. You work as a bank employee and then you end up in movies. There are people who are teachers and then end up doing something else. There are people who get into teaching after doing many other things. So there's a lot of these opportunities. So the question is why we have to do it, why we want to do it, and then what are the transferable skills, what are the new things that you want to study, and then try to understand. Networking becomes a very important thing, having to talk to people who are in that domain. I think LinkedIn is an excellent tool, and I tell people that if you want to move into one particular career, join some groups where people from that career are there. Understand what they're talking, what they're sharing, read those, and that way you will yourself At least digitally, virtually feel part of a community, and then that could help you. And sometimes people go somewhere, try and learn about this, and then find out that, oh, this is not something that we want to do. The only recommendation that I have is don't drop what you have right now and jump into something. There are people obviously who are going to say that's a wrong advice. Unless you drop what you're doing, you will never succeed in the other thing. This is from my experience. Always try to shadow. Don't lose what you currently have. Plan for the transition and move in that direction. That is less painful. Sometimes in life, it's not just about taking risk. It is also about making sure that life is less painful and less stressful. You guys take care. I'll see you all again next time. Thank you.